Now, Jesus talks about marriage. He expounds on the Genesis passage. Look at it in Mark chapter number 10, beginning with verse 6. From the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. God gave us gender. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother. God gave us marriage. And the two shall become one flesh. God gave us sex. And as they are no longer two, but one flesh, God gave us a new identity. What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder. God has given us exclusivity. This is all involved in the beautiful, glorious mystery of marriage. Look what God has given us. It is a wonderful thing and it's a sacred thing. But what happened to so many marriages? Sometimes it's infidelity. It's adultery, destroys so many marriages. You say, what's the leading problem of the destruction of marriage today? That leads to that deadly thing called divorce. By the way, divorce is suicide. Do you know that? It's suicide. Because when two become one flesh, okay, there's a new person. And when that new person dies through divorce, that is suicide. Let me say there are grounds for divorce. Make no mistake about it. Biblical grounds for divorce. And where there are grounds for divorce in the Bible, there's always grounds for remarriage when there are biblical grounds. But let me say that divorce comes because sometimes of money, sometimes of immorality. Let me tell you something about divorce. We've heard for a long time, well, divorces are 50-50 in divorces. The truth is today, fewer people are getting married. In 1960, 70.2% of the people who were of a marriageable age got married. 1960, 72% plus got married. Today, in the past 5 or 6 years, about 51% of those who are in marriageable age get married. Isn't that interesting? Wonder why that is. So much people are living together and are not married. They're cohabitating together and they're not married. In fact, more children are brought up in homes where the man and the woman are not married than in homes where there is a divorce. The cohabitation has doubled since the turn of the century. Doubled since the turn of the century. And therefore we look at divorce, it's no longer 50%. Divorce from those who are married from 2000 following is about 2/3 remain married, 1/3 get a divorce. Isn't that interesting? And that 1/3 who get a divorce, we've seen in some polls, well, 50% of them are Christians. But the name Christian, the title Christian, and recently, I don't know what it was, Pew Research or Barna who said it. They said, let's look at that other area. How many divorces take place where the couples worship together? Worship together. Not just the general broad title, I've been baptized, I'm a member of the... Oh, no. Not just the general. How many divorces take place out of that 1/3 that gets divorced today that they worship together? And this new survey said 3%. Did you hear that? 3%. Because if we worship corporately on the weekend, that leads us to believe there is worship privately together, sometimes the rest of the week. It is a beautiful word about what it means to worship God regularly and faithfully in His house and in our homes.